Hello Tyche family, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you again. If you are new, welcome. We're glad to have you. I do have a drink here today. There are 6 planets in retrograde, so can't blame me. It's almost the end of September, but the good news is it's the beginning of spooky season. So let's get into the cards and see what we have in store for you. All right, my lovely Libras, let's see what we have in store for you in this last week of September, starting on the 26th. What do the fates have in store? What winds of change are coming? We're going to start with our oracle deck here, and then we're going to move on to our Alphonse Mucha Tarot. First thing we get, tend to the small things. Right? Maybe you're a big picture person. Maybe the devil is in the details here. We will figure that out. Be loyal to what you love. The dog. And the deer. Bring a gentle touch. So this is kind of, I don't know, I'm getting kind of like a soft energy out of this. There's maybe some need for introspection to get in touch with yourself and your inner Libra, what you have maybe been neglecting if you've been busy, or investing or involved with others instead of taking care of yourself, right? Being loyal to what you love, tending to the matters of your own heart, the details that make you happy in every day. Let's expand upon this energy with some tarot here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. All right, so definitely looking like there's been some confusion. Maybe it's just a little bit of a chaotic time. There's a lot going on. Maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I think this Cups card in reverse is really you not really settling on what you need or what you want, right? And I think that this Knight of Swords here absolutely means that you're not making lots of decisions for yourself. Maybe you're feeling very indecisive. Maybe you don't know what major you want to pick for college or what job you want to accept, or maybe there's a couple people in the mix and you're not sure who to choose. There's something going on though where you're not listening to your inner compass or your inner intuition, which usually will lead you the right way, Libra. I feel like you guys have a pretty good intuition, but I think right now maybe it's clouded. 10 of Cups in the Star reversed, right? So I think that you really want to be making the decisions that bring you to your dreams, right? You are afraid of making a misstep, so you just don't take any steps at all. And I think that's where some of this inaction is coming from. We have this Star in reverse. The Star, of course, is following your inner dreams and goals and things of that nature. It is reversed. So again, it's just reiterating that you are not sure of the way forward right now. You're really, I know there's lots of retrogrades happening, so I mean, sometimes it's better to not make decisions during these periods. Also, if you do feel like your life is chaotic or you do feel a little off balance or emotional, it might be better to not be making these decisions. But I think that the advice here is to really take a breath and look within and follow your intuition, and that will help. But I know that it is not a good feeling. Let's see what we got here that came out. The Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is my Apprentice card. This means the start of things, the beginning of important work that eventually becomes the 10 of Pentacles. I think that you're ready to move forward. I think that you are prepared to put the work in if you knew which way to go. I want to narrow this down to see exactly what we're talking about here, whether this is kind of a career, overall goals, if this is a love situation, what it could be. The Queen of Cups and the Four of Swords. So the top of the cup here, the Queen of Cups, her cup is closed. She's got a lid on it, right? And this can be a good thing. It could be an emotional control that you're not giving out your love and attention to people who don't deserve it. And the Queen of Cups, because she is a queen and she has that mature energy of the emotions cards, the cups cards, it's usually a good thing. It's about being loving when you need to be and holding back when you need to be. And I think the Four of Swords here is you really taking your time. So I do feel like maybe it could kind of be a love and a careers thing together, right? Maybe you're a very motivated person and you have certain goals. Maybe you're going off to college, or there are jobs being offered to you in other cities or whatever. And maybe the person or one of the people that you're seeing doesn't necessarily go with your dreams, right? Maybe they want to live a different kind of lifestyle. And maybe you really like them, but it's very difficult for you to consolidate the fact that they might not fit into the life or the world that you want to aspire to or what you want to achieve. I'm going to try to see if it's a specific person or it's just an overall feeling, or maybe there's multiple people that you are thinking about. Yeah, okay, so we have the Empress, the Eight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All right, so I'm thinking that what is really happening here is that you are trying to reach certain goals. You want to work towards things, and that is getting in the way of your love life, right? Whether there is somebody that you are in a relationship with and you are contemplating ending it, or there is an ex in the situation that didn't work out because they didn't fit into your lifestyle. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse just is really telling me that you haven't been able to find somebody on your level, because you're coming out as the Empress. So you are ambitious and you're ready to go forward, but you cannot find somebody to match your energy at the moment. The people maybe that are your age, if you're younger, are just not serious and they are just messing around and they don't really want to work or build towards something bigger, and you're not willing to accept less than that. Or if you are older, maybe it's that you have gone for relationships in the past where people are not on your level and it has not been working out. And you're finally learning the lesson to not continue that cycle, but you're also having a hard time finding somebody who's available that really will match your energy. I think that maybe you're having frustration with some dating apps. Maybe there's not a big pool of people or from your coworkers, or you're not really, if you're in college, maybe you are seeing just everybody wants to party and have fun and is not really, being cautious and taking the steps that they need to. It's just not working for you, Libra. You're not into it. You see the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords reversed. I do think that sometimes you feel really lonely because of this. And sometimes you might slip up and start talking to somebody or feeding a connection that you know is not going to be right for you. But you do it anyway because you're lonely, right? Nobody wants to be alone. At the end of the day, when you've been working or doing homework or building towards something, and you go back to your room or your house or wherever you are and you're alone and there's nobody there to watch reruns of The Office with, it's just, it's a little depressing, right? And I think that that's the energy that I'm really clicking on here, because I think you know what kind of person you want or need. But I think that maybe you allow yourself to get in connections that are beneath you, honestly, just because you're lonely. You let people through the door just because you want somebody to be knocking, right? It's understandable. Yeah, okay, so and then the Three of Swords, the Eight of Wands reversed. I think this has led to some heartache. I think that maybe there are exes or people that you've been in connections with that have hurt you because they weren't ready for any sort of commitment and they weren't really trying to have the same sort of lifestyle as you. And even though you know they're not right for you, it doesn't mean it hurts any less, right? And I think that's kind of the cycle, right? You're lonely and that hurts. So you let somebody in, but it doesn't work out because you're too different and you break up and that hurts as well. And it just goes round and round and round, right? So just going back to the advice of the oracle cards, tend to the small things and be loyal to what you are. It is really about being your true authentic self. And when you do that, it will bring in people that will match you. But of course, with tarot and with anything that's divination, it's not going to happen on its own. So if you want somebody who has the same values as you, that, is on the same level as you, you have to put yourself out there. Right? If you are only dating people that maybe you see at work or it's in class or in your neighborhood or whatever, that's a small pool of people to choose from. You need to be finding people in places that make sense, right? Say you want somebody who's active, right, and exercises. Well, join a hiking club, and then you'll be around other people who like to exercise and who like to do the same things. That goes with any kind of hobby or thing that you love. You want somebody that's well-read? Well, join a short story or writing club or something like that, or an artistic person. Join an art club or volunteer at an art gallery or a museum or something. You have to start getting creative, Libra. And I think that you are kind of an attractive and magnetic person. And in younger years, you're just so used to people coming to you. You're not used to trying to find them yourself and really putting yourself out there because you've never had to in the past. Well, it's time. It is definitely time. Strength card. And the Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, I think the Nine of Cups reversed. I really feel like, to me, this is you are going to traditional places where people will hit on other people. So if you don't want somebody who's a partier, but you just keep going to clubs with your friends because there's men there, well, you're going to meet men there that like to party. So if you're really thinking logically about it, you need to go where the type of people that you want are going to be, right? You can't just get on Tinder and think, well, I don't want somebody who just wants, a quick meet and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, if you want something more, then you need to be in the appropriate channels for that. And I think the Strength card is just letting you know that stay strong to the morals, that somebody will be coming in. Yeah. So the Queen of Wands here. And I honestly, I think that she is standing in her power. That's what I love about the Queen of Wands. I really, really do. And I think that she is the energy that you should try to embody, right? And it's perfectly fine to get, a little discouraged every now and again, but we can't let ourselves wallow in that, right? We can't let that be, who we are. Yeah. And looky there. There is the King of Wands. Libra, you don't have anything to worry about. If you put yourself out there and you take the advice from the universe and really start looking in the right places, keep doing you, keep standing in your power, and the opposite to you, the one that complements you most, this King and Queen of Wands, will manifest themselves, and you'll finally have somebody that matches, that's really on your level and matches your energy. All right, Libra? Awesome. I love it for you. This is a great way to start off October or spooky season. Hopefully, you will have everything going and maybe you can start doing couples costumes for Halloween this year. Let me know if that happens. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, please. Thanks for staying for the reading. If this resonated, I'd love to hear about it. If you'd like to get more details about this person coming in your life here soon, you can always schedule some time with me for a private reading, and the link for that is in the description below. And I'll see you next time, Libra. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again.